So what comes first, the chicken or the egg? I'm not completely sure, but today I'm going to show you how to cook an omelet. An omelet's pretty much made up of firm, cooked eggs towards the bottom of the omelet pan, where you can put ingredients in the middle, put shredded or whatever kind of cheese you want on top, and fold it over to where you can serve a cheesy delight. The materials we're going to be using today is going to be an omelet pan, a spatula, a whisker, 3 regular eggs, seasoning, tomatoes, bell peppers, grated cheese, and milk. So first thing you're going to do is crack the eggs into the glass bowl to whisk. Aggressive crack. You're going to want to throw the shells in the trash can. So once you have the eggs in the bowl, you're going to want to whisk them, like so. So once you have them whisked, you're going to want to add your seasoning, right? So you got your seasoning, and you're going to add your milk to make it fluffy so it's not too flat once it's all done and cooked. So milk's added along with the seasoning. You're gonna want to whisk again to mix it all together. And once you have your egg mixture prepared, you're gonna want to get your omelet pan and make sure you use, doesn't really matter, I'm gonna use olive oil today. You can use Crisco or whatever, it just makes it easier so where the eggs don't stick on the pan. You're going to pour a little bit on there like that. You're going to want to make sure you turn on your oven first too. You're going to want to usually, for an omelet, you're going to want your heat around a medium level. You're going to make sure your olive oil is spread out through the whole pan, like this. Once that pan heats up a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and pour our egg mixture in the pan to start making the eggs firm on the bottom so we can start adding our ingredients to the middle and continue making our omelet. So now that this is heated up and the oil is spread, we're going to go ahead and add our mixture. That's going to take around a couple minutes to harden towards the bottom. You're going to want to make sure you have everything ready to put towards the middle of your omelet so you don't burn the bottom. So I'm going to get prepared for that. Put this over here. And over here. I'm going to use a spoon to separate the correct amount of ingredients in my omelet. You're going to want to make sure that when you're cooking your omelet that you're making sure the bottoms aren't sticking so they don't burn. Because a burnt omelet, no one likes a burnt omelet. You're going to make sure that cooks evenly towards the bottom. It's going to take a little bit to cook. So the heat on high. So once that's going, you can just, think about the finished product of how good the omelet's going to be, because cooking an omelet's pretty easy, it's pretty nutritional, and you can eat it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So just waiting for the firmness on the bottom. Make sure it doesn't burn on the bottom. Turn the heat down a little bit. And once you're using your spatula to where it doesn't heat up too much on the bottom, you're going to want to replace it with the uncooked eggs that are on the top of the omelet that's just sitting there. So you're going to want to lift up the egg and replace it with a raw egg. It's kind of tough for me right now, but So pretty much the steps repeat. You make sure it's cooking evenly, replacing the uncooked eggs with the beginning of the firmness of the beginning of the omelet. There might be some air bubbles, but you can just go ahead and pop those because those don't really matter. Just continue to replace with the raw egg, like so. Once you've done that a couple times and you see that the egg has started to firm, you're gonna want to go towards your ingredients. Start adding those. I'm gonna start by adding my tomatoes first. You're gonna wanna try to put them right towards the middle. You get the tomatoes, or I'm sorry, the peppers. Tomatoes are going on. And now you're gonna go ahead and add your cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab this with my fingers. Again, you're gonna wanna try to make all your ingredients towards the middle of the omelet so it's an easy flip, and you can have everything towards the middle and everything can melt evenly. So once you're waiting for that to cook all the way through, you're gonna wanna make sure the bottom is at least somewhat browned. Keep doing that. And once you know you have leverage under one portion of the omelet, you can manage to flip it on whatever side you know is the most cooked, or the side which has the less ingredients on, which will make for an easier flip. Once this is cooking, you can go ahead and try to attempt to, again, it's going to be kind of hard with this cast, but I'm going to go ahead and try to flip your omelet. It's a little brown, but okay. I'm going to go ahead and take it off. You can just let it cook right there and let the cheese melt. And looks like your average omelet right there to me. You can let it set on one side if you'd like. If you think if it's browning on one side, you can just flip it, whatever, cook it evenly. But from what I've explained to you on making an omelet, it's pretty obvious that an omelet's an easy choice for a meal if you want to eat it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's very nutritional, it's easy to make, you can make it for whoever you want. It's just a good meal to have overall. So I hope that my instructions on making an omelet helps you understand how great an omelet is for a meal, and you can eat it whatever you want. See, it's a great meal. So I'm gonna wrap it up with that, and I hope you enjoyed my omelet making video.